Now, Fox 54's Top Teacher. Sponsored by Calhoun Community College.
It's that time again when we honor our Fox 54 top teachers from the last month. In November, we celebrated educators from Huntsville, Decatur, and Madison County. Here they are. This teacher we're about to meet is described as compassionate, one who pours her heart and soul into her work every day. Listening in during one of her class periods, I see why, and I'm excited to introduce her. Meet this week's Fox 54's top teacher, April Williams from Riverton Intermediate School. Welcome to
I have always had a passion.
April Williams class.
As I continue to progress through my career, it changes every day.
She teaches English language arts, but she wants to be more than a teacher.
My biggest goal is to be their person, to be the person they can go to, whether it be school related or personal. And I want to be here for them so that I can, I guess, kind of make the pathway so that when it comes to academics, they're able to give their all.
Williams has been teaching for 22 years from all over the country.
Perfect. All right, antonym. Destiny, I saw your hand. Go for it.
And she spent the last 5 teaching 6th graders.
I really like to have fun in everything that we do, so I try to make sure that I kind of instill that and push that in all of my lessons.
Some of the lessons are more interactive and engaging.
We actually just got through doing a Reader's Theater play of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And the class that I have right now is my honors class, and they were absolutely amazing. They had all of these different voices from different countries. It was quite comical.
Her principal, April McCutcheon, says the engagement allows the kids to connect.
April really engages with her kids. As you could see, today is Crazy Hair and Crazy Sock Day. And so she was in the classroom, she had spiders in her hair, and so she's always looking to connect with the kids on a different level.
Williams hopes those connections last far beyond her classroom.
It is an amazing thing to have a student, who is having their own children now reach out and tell me what's going on in their life. And so that pushes me to come and give them my all, every day.
Congratulations, Mrs. Williams. Check out the moment she was surprised as the Fox 54 top teacher on Fox 54 Plus. Also, nominate a deserving teacher on fox54.com.
Hey. How are y'all? Good. All right. Ms. April Williams, you have been selected as the top teacher of the week. Y'all get y'all. There you go. All right. Fox 54, top teacher of the week. Let's give it up again.
Sure, April Williams, APRILWILLIAMS.
Awesome. And your title here at Riverton Intermediate?
So I am a 6th grade ELA teacher.
Excellent. How long have you been teaching?
This is year 22 for me.
Congrats.
Thank you.
How long here at Riverton?
So I've been at Riverton for 5 years.
Okay.
Yes.
And all the years you've been teaching, have you been teaching solely middle school students or a variety?
No, I have taught everything from Head Start preschool all the way up to 6th grade.
And for 6th grade, how long?
6th grade is 5 years. This is year 5 for 6.
Okay.
Yes,
I guess
yes.
That's your grade.
For right now, I feel like it's, as I've aged and my own children have gotten older, I tend to move a little higher each time. So
That's great. And tell me, why did you decide to jump into education?
I have always had a passion just for building relationships with kids and with students especially. And so that's what drives me to be here every day and to give my best, because yeah, they need to know how to read and they need to know how to write, but I know that I have to start with a foundation of relationships first. And so that's my biggest goal, is to be their person, to be the person they can go to, whether it be school related or personal. And I want to be here for them so that I can, I guess, kind of make the pathway so that when it comes to academics, they're able to give their all.
That's good. Another thing I do want to ask you is, what are some of the fun, engaging, and interactive activities that you do in your classroom, English language arts? Right?
Yes, absolutely. So we actually just got through doing a Reader's Theater play of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And the class that I have right now is my honors class, and they were absolutely amazing. They had all of these different voices from different countries. It was quite comical, and they did all of that on their own. And so today we're actually going to watch the old school Disney version of, I know, they're very excited, of Ichabod and Mr. Crane, and they are going to analyze the difference between both of those. So I really like to have fun in everything that we do, so I try to make sure that I kind of instill that and push that in all of my lessons.
I do have a sidebar question.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the next 5 minutes or so, are they going to be doing any of that? Or
No.
something? Okay, what are they doing?
So we have a quiz that we're going to do, and then we go to lunch, and then we will do our analysis after that. Okay. So that won't start until after 12.
Okay. And what keeps you coming back?
That's a really great question. I actually ask myself that often, and I think as I continue to progress through my career, it changes every day. But most certainly the relationships that I build with them. I have students reach out to me. I've had the privilege of teaching in different places in the U.S. Because I've moved around a good bit. And it is an amazing thing to have a student, you know, who is having their own children now reach out and tell me what's going on in their life. And so that pushes me to come and give them my all, you know, every day. So
That's great. Anything else you want to add, April?
I'm just blown away and really surprised and just so privileged, you know, to have been nominated for that. So thank you.
Yes, April McCutcheon, AprilMcCutcheon. April really engages with her kids. As you could see, today is crazy hair and crazy sock day. And so she was in the classroom, she had spiders in her hair, and so she's always looking to connect with the kids on a different level, make those, build those relationships, and also, you know, that strengthens her ability to be able to teach the content. Because kids, you know, they don't care until they know how much you care, and she is like the definition of that, as far as the kids know that she cares about them.
Wow. And what grade levels does she teach?
She takes sixth grade ELA, or English Language Arts, yes.
Middle schoolers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a very critical time there in between elementary, high school. It can be a transition for the kiddos. And
Right.
I would imagine, makes that easy, smooth for them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah, super.
Anything else you want to add about her being such a value to Riverton Intermediate School?
Yeah, so her peers, she's valued by her peers as well. She's a leader in her grade level. She's a leader in her school, in her collaborative teams. When they're dealing with English Language Arts standards, she's always going to be the one that's kind of coming forward with some new ideas, and even years of experience that she's had, she's still never afraid to kind of, you know, reinvent something or make something best for whatever students that she's teaching, and scaffolding that instruction for those kids that she teaches. A lot of our students that may have, you know, maybe some special needs, and she's always very sensitive to those needs. And she's a great mom. Outside of that, her student is also here at our school and also had an opportunity as to be her other child's principal at Buckhorn Middle School. She's just, I mean, she's just great kids at home, and then she also does a great job with our kids here. So, yeah.
Great job.
All right.
That's good.
This top teacher we're about to meet is loved by her students and fellow staff. Her love for teaching started when she was a child in Jamaica, so it's no surprise that she was nominated for what she says is her God-given talent. Meet this week's Fox 54's top teacher, Dr. Rochelle McLean from Oakwood Adventist Academy.
Welcome to
I enjoy what I do. This doesn't even feel like a job.
Dr. Rochelle McLean's
I've always wanted to be a teacher. I mean, this is just a gift that God has given me.
5th grade class.
My dad was a teacher. I was born in Jamaica, and I would play school.
McLean is now at Oakwood Adventist Academy doing what she loves.
Well, right now we're using an app called Novel Effect.
Better than a little hydration.
And when they return, it's an app where you can read, and the app shows music to the reading, so it brings literacy to life.
She's been at the school for 5 years and likes to integrate those interactive tools to teach.
I love technology. That my master's was in integrating technology, so I like to bring technology into the classroom.
But sometimes the lessons can be difficult for the kids. Take math, for example.
Some of the kids, they don't really like math, but I'm like, math is a language of God. You know, math is everywhere. Math is when you're cooking. It's outside with the bees. The bees use geometry to find the nectar. God is everywhere.
Vice Principal Laureen Garnett says McLean is deserving of this award because of her dedication and kind demeanor.
It is a wonderful honor, especially someone like Dr. McLean, who is a quiet force. You'll never hear her yell. You'll never hear her frustrated.
McLean hopes that her kiddos leave her classroom feeling valuable.
I want them to know that their life matters, that no matter how they feel inside, how insignificant they may feel because they're young, their life matters.
As you can see, they really do love her. Every child in Dr. McLean's class had some kind words to share about her. We have that in the moment she was surprised right here on Fox 54 Plus. Also nominated teacher on FOX54.com.
You have been nominated as the top teacher from Fox 54.
You got me good.
Here you go.
I love how she teaches and she puts emotion in it, and I love that we have class dojo. It's a good way to express and to be on our best behavior and to give us like motivation so we can do good.
What's dojo? You said dojo?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like a points type of thing. So if you do something good, or if you do your homework or complete your bell work before 8:10, you will get a point. And if as a class, if we get enough points to reach our goal, then we'll have a class party.
Oh, nice. And what do you like about her class?
I like how she's very inspiring, and how she puts a lot of effort into what she does. I love Miss McLean's classes because she's always so inspiring. She always teaches us about our history. She helps us to know our worth and know that our voices are heard.
I liked how when she was reading, it made sound effects, and it's actually really fun to listen to. And yeah,
She teaches us really well, and she's helping us to become a better person when we grow up. And maybe since she teaches really good, it might inspire some of us to be a teacher just like her.
I like how she teaches us about God. I feel like she really inspired me to follow God more.
That she puts all her heart and soul into what she does.
Yeah. She lets us correct our work when we get it wrong.
And I kind of like her class because sometimes even when it seems like she's blocking out things we want to do, she says she's doing it out of love.
I just don't want to leave her class because she's my favorite class. My favorite thing is about her is when she's kind and she's patient too. Cause if I get interwound, she'll help me through it.
She lets us do free time on the iPads early at the end of the day. And she makes us do like games. Yeah.
She teaches a lot. She teaches us a lot about Jesus, and she doesn't do her heart.
She shows her heart out. She teaches us a lot about God, and she lets us do a lot of cahoots.
Oh yeah, it's like a game. It's like a game.
It's a gamification game.
Really nice and kind all the time. Yeah, and she gives us like courage to follow our dreams, and she's like one of the best teachers we've ever had. We love you, Dr. McLean.
It's one thing to be recognized by peers and also parents, but it's another when one of your pupils nominates you for outstanding work. I felt like a kid again in this teacher's classroom, learning a lot about science. I have the honor to share this week's Fox 54's top teacher, Carrie Vogel from Buckhorn Middle School. Take a walk in Carrie Vogel's class and you'll see.
It's fascinating. There's always something new. It's always changing. Nothing is ever the same.
She's mad about science, and it's not just Vogel who loves science.
We learn about life science and a lot of stuff about the body. And
her students love it too.
We made DNA models with using candy, and they all like that. I got to eat the candy afterwards, so it was Twizzlers and gumdrops.
Vogel teaches 7th grade science.
This is my second full year here at Buckhorn Middle. I love it.
She's taught for a total of 7 years, and one thing she's learned.
Most people learn best when they're able to apply what they are learning, take it from a book and apply it to real life. and be able to look at it outside of just a classroom.
It's why students like Brooklyn Brazelton love her class.
She's like a really good teacher, and she like understands you well. Didn't really like science, but I like science now because she's a good teacher. Like, we learn about cancer and stuff, and we have a lab that we go in and do stuff.
Vogel hopes their love for science doesn't stop with her.
I really hope that they have a desire to want to learn more about life science and biologies and go into some type of STEM science in the future.
Her love for teaching 7th grade science won't stop either.
I love 7th grade. It's my favorite grade to teach. Of all the grades, I've taught 6 through 12, and I will go back to 7th grade if it's given the choice every time. And
Congratulations, Mrs. Vogel. Well deserved. Checked out the moment she was surprised by her student, Brooklyn, later tonight on Fox 54 Plus, right here. Also, nominated teacher on FOX54.com.
Now, Fox 54's top teacher. Sponsored by Calhoun Community College.
You've been selected as the Fox 54 top teacher.
oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
She nominated you.
Thank you, Brooklyn. That is very sweet.
All right.
Carrie Vogel, Kerivogel.
Excellent. And what grade level do you teach?
7th grade science.
7th grade science. How long have you been doing that?
7th grade science, 5 years, 7 years total teaching. This is my 2nd full year here at Buckhorn Middle. I love it.
Oh, okay, great. Where were you before Buckhorn?
I worked at, I took some time off with my daughter. We traveled around some, and I homeschooled her for a little bit. But before that, I was at a private school in North Alabama.
Okay, so still within the area.
Within the area, yes.
And North Alabama's home for you?
Pretty much. I went to UAH, is where I graduated from school. So it's been home since college.
Great. Why do you love science?
It's fascinating. There's always something new. It's always changing. Nothing is ever the same. From time to time, even things that we thought were facts in the past, we'll go back and re-examine them with new technology and find that, maybe things that we thought were true are not necessarily true. And it's an ever-growing field, and I just find it really fascinating.
Wow. I was able to speak with Brooklyn, the one who nominated you, and she was telling me that it's so fun learning in your classroom because you learn about life sciences, something that applies to everyday life. You learn about your body. She said you all worry about cancer. And why is it important that you have these more interactive activities for the students?
Most people learn best when they're able to apply what they are learning, take it from a book and apply it to real life, and be able to look at it outside of just a classroom and be able to, give a broader scope of it. And we find that having hands-on activities really helps to get the kids thinking and learning.
And what would you say is a recent hands-on activity that you've done in your classroom?
We made DNA models with using candy, and they all like that. I got to eat the candy afterwards, so it was Twizzlers and gumdrops. We are getting, the thing that they're most excited about is that we will be doing dissections later in the year, so they always get excited about that.
Ooh, that's fun. Do they get a choice of which animal they dissect?
So we do frogs. They'll do in groups. That one is, and then we have a few others that we'll do more of class demonstrations for, with heart and looking at the eye and the structure of the eye and those things.
Okay. What do you hope kids walk away with when they leave your class? Because you teach 7th, right?
Yes.
Go on to 8th, the last grade level for middle school. What do you hope that they learn?
I really hope that they have a desire to want to learn more about life science and biologies and go into some type of STEM science in the future. Moving on to 8th grade, it's physical science, so it is a break from biology, and they won't have that again until they're in high school, but I hope that they can remember what they learned and be able to get excited about it.
Yes, and we can see that they do. Anything else you want to add, Mrs. Vogel, about this opportunity, being selected as top teacher, your love for what you do?
It really is an honor. I love 7th grade. It's my favorite grade to teach. Of all the grades, I've taught 6 through 12, and I will go back to 7th grade if it's given the choice every time. And I really love working at this school. I love the community of it and the support that not only the teachers have, but also the students have, who we're able to give because we are just a 7th and 8th grade.
She's like a really good teacher, and she like understands you well.
What are some of the things that you do in her class that are fun to you?
Like we learn about cancer and stuff, and we have a lab that we go in and do stuff.
And she teaches science, right?
Yes.
Have you always had an interest for science?
No, but last year I didn't really like science, but I like science now because she's a good teacher.
And she's your current teacher, right?
Yes.
Wow. You said you learned about things like cancer?
Yes.
Wow. How did you learn about cancer in science class?
We learned about like life science and a lot of stuff about the body, and then we just got to cancer today.
That's pretty cool because, well, when you think about it, you're learning about your own body, right? What do you hope to learn when you leave her class?
Like more stuff about the brain, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever thought about going into science, or it's just a subject that you've grown to like?
No, I'm just going to like it this year.
Mm-hmm. And anything else you want to share about Miss Brazelton? Aside from making learning fun, do you feel like you're part of the classroom, you're part of the experience with learning, and do you feel like she's more than a teacher, I would say?
Yes, I think she's more than a teacher.
Oh, why do you say that?
Because she feels like she's family or something.
Really? Oh, that's so sweet. Well, that's very special considering we're now in the holiday season and it's all about joy and love. And what would you say to the next group of kids who have her next year? What would you say?
Just take your time and then just enjoy it.
Excellent. Good job. You did so well.
Thank you.
Excited to introduce this Morgan County educator. She teaches 3rd grade, and one parent says she knows how to make the kids feel comfortable, happy, and safe. I've seen this teacher in action myself. Meet this week's Fox 54's top teacher, Mary Espinosa from Danville Neal Elementary School.
Okay, let's go this way.
Mary Alice Espinosa is always on her feet, following a passion.
Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be a teacher. When I grew up, I got married, had children, and was a stay-at-home mom. When they went to school, I was like, I need to do something now, and so I went back to school and fulfilled that dream.
That has led her to Danville Neal Elementary School for 4 years now.
I love 3rd graders. I love this age. 3rd is my place.
It's her happy place. She's been teaching for 19 years, and on this day, it was Pioneer Day.
We'll try this one.
An annual tradition at the school.
We have different stations. They're all volunteers. And then we have little stations where they share their period crafts.
It's crafts like these that she feels helps her students really retain what they've learned.
I'm a lifelong learner, and I want to spark their enthusiasm for learning. I tell them it's true. I learn something new every day.
Principal Tara Morrow sees the light in her students' eyes.
She takes every opportunity she can to just make things come alive and to just really love each student individually for who they are, and looks for ways that she can help each child, meet their needs.
Espinosa knows that 3rd grade does come with its challenges, but it's challenges she knows her students are more than capable of taking on.
It's a hard grade for them, but I love that age because they can do so much for themselves, but they still love you. They still hug you. They get sarcasm and humor. They're just on that edge, and I love to cut up with them and joke around with them.
Congratulations, Mrs. Espinosa. Check out the moment she was surprised as a Fox 54 top teacher on Fox 54 Plus. Also, nominated teacher on fox54.com.
Mrs. Espinosa, you are Fox 54's top teacher for Morgan County Schools.
So much.
Yep. One big hand. Let's go, everybody. Good job.
for me, please?
Mary Alice Espinosa, MaryAliceEspinosa.
And why did you decide to go into teaching?
Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be a teacher. When I grew up, I got married, had children, and was a stay-at-home mom. When they went to school, I was like, I need to do something now, and so I went back to school and fulfilled that dream.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
And for all 19 years, did you teach third graders, or did you vary it up a bit?
I taught fourth grade 1 year. I taught fifth grade math 1 year, and the rest has been in third.
Wow.
Third is my place.
Okay, third is your place?
I love
It's a
third
sweet
graders.
spot for you.
It is, yes.
You said you love third graders?
I love third graders. I love this age.
That's great because,
I do.
you know, I was just talking with the principal and she was telling me that, well, we were discussing how difficult third grade could be for the kiddos because, you know, Literacy Act. And
Yes.
it's a tough hump to get over.
It's a hard grade for them, but I love that age because they can do so much for themselves, but they still love you. They still hug you. They get sarcasm and humor. You know, they're just on that edge, and I love to cut up with them and joke around with them. So,
What are some of the fun things you do in the class?
we have a dance party, like a brain break. It's like a 20-second little dance party. We do that through. I try to do crafty stuff, especially around the holidays.
I see a little pumpkin lantern, looks like, or it's behind you.
That was just decoration for the for the fall and for holidays. Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, that helps keep their brains active.
Absolutely, yes.
And why is that important? That they have a learning lesson that sticks by integrating some of that engaging activity.
Well, I mean, it's a trite cliche, but I'm a lifelong learner, and I want to spark their enthusiasm for learning. I tell them it's true. I learn something new every day. I actually kept a diary one time to see if that was true, and I literally learned something new every day. And so I tell them all the time. And then if you connect something physical with it, it makes that learning stick in their brain, you know.
Good job. Anything else you want to add, Mrs. Espinosa?
I'm extremely honored and surprised and touched and happy. I really appreciate this.
That's good. What a way to kick off Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's wonderful. I know. I'm so excited.
She takes every opportunity she can to just make things come alive and to just really love each student individually for who they are, and looks for ways that she can help each child, you know, meet their needs rather than just as the class as a whole. She is always looking, you know, for each individual child and what their needs are, and she just has the biggest heart. She's so caring and loving, and this is just amazing for her to get this award. She's so deserving. That's good. And I mean, third graders, it's a critical year for them. It is a critical year. Yes, it is a critical year, and the third grade, they have a lot of stress on them. I mean, you know, the Literacy Act, Numeracy Act, everything kind of comes down starting in third grade, and she does a great job of trying to keep it balanced between, you know, working, you know, to do well on that test, but to still make sure that they're still kids and having fun in school, which as they should. So she does a great job of balancing it very well. That's great. A great balancing act. Anything else you want to add about Ms. Espinosa? Ms. Espinosa, she came to us from Decatur City Schools probably about 5 years ago, and she has just been a huge addition to our school. She taught there for a long time and wanted to just make a change because she lives out here, and we have loved having her. She's been a great addition to our staff.
Thank you to all of the great teachers out there. And if you know someone who you'd like to see featured as a Fox 54 top teacher, you can nominate them at fox54.com.